Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing my, go-to glam smoky eye. Basically, I had asked if you guys wanted to see an in-depth smoky eye tutorial, like my take on a classic smoky eye for hooded eyes. So one of you actually requested it and said yes, so here I am filming this look for you guys. This is, in my eyes, a great smoky eye for so many occasions if you're going out, because it's very neutral, but it's very bold and very glam. I only actually used these palettes, and I don't think I've ever used these on camera before, but these are the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadows in the cream and sugar and truffles version. They look like this, and I actually used every single shade in both of these palettes. They are so easy to travel with, so good. You do not need an expensive palette to make a nice fancy look. I created this entire eyeshadow look just with these two palettes. It was just fun kind of sitting down and doing like a full-blown smoky eye to go nowhere. I gotta be honest, I actually used a pair of lashes I've never actually used before. These are the Beauty Creation 3D silk lashes in the style Lewk. Lewk? Why did I say it like that? Look, like L-E-W-K. They're very intense. Obviously, you do not need to apply falsies. You do not even really need to go in with a liquid liner. I did the whole like wing, large falsies kind of situation just to really take it up to the max in case that's what you wanted to see. And I just love a good like glam moment every once in a while. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this look. I had a lot of fun doing it. Let me know if you recreate it and what you think of this video. But if you want to see me doing a full-blown smoky eye, this look right here where I go into depth as to how I apply things, tips and tricks if you have hooded eyes, don't forget to please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so you know when I post, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Okay, so we're going to start off by priming the eyes with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r eyeshadow primer, one of my favorites. Just patting that in and letting it kind of set before we go in with eyeshadow. Then I'm putting the e.l.f. Line and Define eye tape for my eyeliner. Then I'm going in with this e.l.f. Cream and Sugar palette. This is the first of the two palettes I'm going to be using. I'm going to be starting with this neutral bone shade on my Morphe M504 to just kind of lay down the base. And then going into the other palette, the Truffles palette, I'm going to take this medium kind of tan shade on this slimmer Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just going to sweep this all over my crease. This is a beautiful transition shade, great for initially going in with that color, and you can take your time with this to really build up the color, going in windshield wiper motions. And then I'm taking this darker brown shade on this smaller brush. This is an e.l.f. brush, and I'm just kind of patting that into my outer corner, lightly sweeping that into the outer corner, not so much concentrating it there. I'm really diffusing that through the crease as well, but mainly focusing it on the outer corner to add that extra depth and dimension to the look. It's really important to go back and forth, and I think the best thing you can do if you have hooded eyes is to tilt your head back so you see where your fold is, and that way you can blend into it and make sure everything's seamless. Then I'm taking this black shade on this small Morphe brush. This is my favorite detail kind of precise blending brush, and I'm just patting that right over the brown, but instead of dragging it through my crease like I did the brown, I'm literally just putting it right there in the corner to really elongate the eyes, which I think is another great kind of tip for hooded eyes, because you want to make them look bigger and more stand out and defined. Okay, and then I'm going back in with my M504 just to diffuse the crease. I always go back in with my M504 every now and then to blend out the edges. Then I'm going back into the Cream and Sugar palette and taking this really beautiful metallic frosty kind of copper gold and putting that all over my lid. This is the first lid shade that we're going to do, and I always love going in with a shimmer foil on my lid for a nice smoky eye. Then I'm going into the brown in this palette and the Morphe M441, and I'm kind of meshing that together with the other brown we had put down. So meshing the lid shade with the crease and the other brown in the outer corner transition. Then I'm going back into the black to re-intensify everything. It's always important to kind of go back and forth between shades, because as you blend, you'll notice that the work that you had done previously with other shades will start to fade away. Then I'm going back into that neutral transition color and diffusing the crease again. Then I'm going into this frosty kind of silvery taupe shade with a flat shader brush, and I'm not actually wetting this at all. I'm literally just packing it directly on top of that first lid shade we had put down, but I just wanted to add another kind of pop. Going back into that brown and that same e.l.f. brush from before, I am just re-intensifying the middle to outer corner. Take your time blending. The end result's going to be worth it for that beautiful kind of like blown out diffused look. Okay, then going back into the Cream and Sugar palette, taking now this champagne shade on the other side of that flat shader brush and finally patting that on top of the other two shades. And I know it may seem excessive, but I figured why not use all of the shades in these two palettes? They're so beautiful. Then it's time to line the eyes. I'm going in with the BH Causemetics eyeliner. You can go with any black eyeliner. I think a wing for hooded eyes is essential to really just make them look bigger, and especially with falsies. Then I am moving on to the face before we go in with the rest of the eyes. I'm taking this Hard Candy Shine Free Primer. And then for foundation, the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation in the shade 2.25. By the way, I always put all of the products I use in the description box below, so feel free to check it out for shade names, all that good stuff. Just blending it on my BH Causemetics brush. This is a really full coverage foundation, so it's perfect for this kind of super glam look. And you really don't need a lot. Like literally I put a pea-sized amount and it covered my entire face and then some. Okay, then for concealer, initially I'm going to go in with the Kokie Cosmetics Be Bright Illuminating Concealer to highlight underneath the eyes. This has a really nice kind of peachy shade to help cancel out those dark circles. And then to spot conceal, I am taking the Pretty Vulgar concealer to go over my blemishes and dark spots since it is a darker shade. Then I am blending out my concealer. I'm alternating between my foundation brush and the smaller brush. Darling, let me trace the lines on your tattooed heart. Okay, sorry, I was jamming and yeah, I just had a little moment there. Anyway, so finishing blending in my concealer. That's embarrassing. I'm going to regret for leaving that in. Okay, then I'm going to set my face, of course, brightening up the under eyes with the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, setting underneath my eyes. And I'm also going to highlight down the center of my face, kind of where we put that Kokie concealer. And then for the rest of the face, I'm going in with my favorite glam powder. I should say this is the Beauty Bakerie Flour Powder in Translucent. And I'm just setting all over my face with this TJ Maxx brush. And that is my dog drinking water in the background, if you can hear. Then I'm bronzing up the face with the Fenty Beauty Stalk'r bronzer. And I'm just going in with this Moda Pro brush, and I'm really just liberally bronzing. You're going to see me contour in a minute, but bronzing is it just brings your face to life, especially when you go in with a full coverage foundation and you look kind of washed out and one-dimensional. Bronzer is key to reinvigorate your face. Going in with this Essence contouring palette and this e.l.f. little stipple brush to really just carve out those cheeks in specific. And then I'm also going to go down my nose as well really lightly. And because you want to buff out those edges, I'm going back in with that powder brush to just diffuse those lines. Then for blush, I'm taking this Flower blush. This is the Powder Pots blush, and this has a nice kind of golden reflect to it, so you can see my cheeks already look kind of highlighted, but of course we're going to go over it with highlighter. Then I'm going to do my brows, and boom, wow, if only it were that easy, huh? Then I'm going in with these Beauty Creation silk lashes. Well, actually, I'm just trimming them for now and adding this lash glue. I just bought a new lash glue. This is the Kiss lash adhesive, the Lash Couture lash adhesive, my favorite lash glue ever. Then going back into the e.l.f. Truffles palette, and I am just lining my lower lash line with this deep brown shade. Really not going to do much to my lower lash line today. I just wanted a nice kind of defining moment. And then I'm just taking that neutral transition shade and just kind of buffing out those edges. Okay, and then I'm going with this LA Girl Shockwave eyeliner in black just to tightline. And today I'm also going to line my waterline. You do not have to do this, but I think it just makes your eyes look so much more dramatic and glam. And then to buff out that black waterline so it doesn't look super harsh against the brown, I am taking this black shadow to kind of mesh those two together. Okay, and then I'm going in with the highlight. I'm taking one of my favorites, the J.Cat highlight in the shade Crystal Sand on my ColourPop brush. And this is a really pretty kind of like white golden champagne, and it's very, very intense. Just highlighting all my places. Cheekbones, center of the nose, or bridge of my nose, I should say. Cupid's bow, and I'm also going to highlight my collarbones since they are out, and my shoulders. Also going to highlight my brow bone on this small kind of Morphe pencil brush and my inner corners as well. Okay, and then I'm going to pop on those lashes, but I have a little bit of trouble with these at first, so you're going to see me kind of struggle. I'm just going to apply my left lash because my other one wasn't sticking, so I decided to line my lips in the meantime. This is the Catrice Lip Foundation Lip Pencil. It's a little all over the place here because I was like, oh, gotta wait for the lash to go to dry. What do I do? So yeah, this is just a nice kind of nude. And then I decided to pop on my other lash because the glue was finally ready. And bam, there we go. Then to finish up the eyes, I am adding my Thrive Causemetics Lash Extensions or Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. This is a tubing mascara. This is great for the lower lash line. And then to finish my lips, I'm going in with my favorite nude lipstick for a smoky eye. This is the Tarte Quick Dry Matte Lip Paint in the shade Bestie. I talk about my favorite nude liquid lipsticks and lip glosses in my next video, so stay tuned. And then final step, I'm going to set the face with a Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And bam, there we have it, you guys. My take on a deep kind of glam smoky eye. Hope you guys learned some tips and tricks, especially if you have hooded eyes. Let me know what you think of this video. Hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.